Beetleborgs, but both for Power. If they had the opportunity to be Beetleborgs and be our troupe to transfer, cross over with what would you think about that?
They were a share show.
Yeah, sure. Cross over.
There'd be a lot of superheroes. There'd be no crime.
Yeah, a lot of fiberglass.
I heard there was talk about that like a while ago when we were doing it, and I always wanted to be in a scene with Molten Skull, but you know, that never happened. So it's pretty cool. It'd be cool, you know, because more comedy on scene in an episode. But it never happened.
That's why I did a crossover episode with me.
Oh yeah, Carl Mendes.
Yeah, really good.
Which one are you doing that?
It was White Ranger.
White Ranger? No, the Master Rider. I think it was Power Rangers.
Right.
All right. Which do you remember which Power Ranger? The third season? Yeah. That is the start show. What was that? What Power Ranger? Huh? A friendly beat. Yeah.
Friendly, the title of it.
Friendly
Yeah. It's called A Friendly Beat.
One thing I would like to say though is no matter what show it is, I mean, please, like a special round of applause for our stunt guys here. I mean, Nietzsche, TJ. These guys are here responsible for putting the Japanese show here. They're the transition, all the stories, everything, you know. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just about, hey, yeah, kick your butt. You know, it's about like, they gotta make these costumes and spend all these crazy amounts of hours. And they should have been paid like 1,000 gazillion times more than they were paid. But, you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, it's... Thank you. Hey! Oh, I thought it was fun! Yeah, we can rollerblading, playing basketball. These guys were out there doing the You know what, I meant to ask really quick. The first day, the first read-through we ever had, I remember you were sending me the blue costume. Way in the back, before I even knew I was going to be a Beetleborg. In fact, we went for the interview, it was called Beat Fighters. So they were like, it was like, you know, we were trying to set up the Federal Reserve or something. Everything was so secret. Long story short, I see these three guys in the back, and I'm like, those are not superhero costumes, you know? What were you guys doing? You guys were even working then, right? How long before we even did the read-through, before we were even thought of it, were you guys already working on that?
I think yes, 3 months ago,
Yeah.
I was working for Beetleborgs, joining the Power Master Rider, the producer, last year, told me, hey, you take over, you are more for Master Rider, Beetleborgs, you wasn't there. The Master Rider is okay, I did the first season, I'm not work for the Beetleborgs, and he was saying, okay, you work for the Beetleborgs, that's why I started work for Beetleborgs. It was, I think, 4 months ago.
4 months
Before airing.
Yeah, just because it was new suits, there was the Japanese version, and the show had a different tone than from Master Rider, so we had to get familiar with that. And Michi was very meticulous about, because the suit acting for the characters is different, and it's actually, it may not seem like it, but there are actually nuances to be picked up, and Michi was very meticulous that the stunt team pick up those nuances and lead those heroes.
Take the character and acting for each show.
I actually have a question for the audience. I'm sorry. Are there people out there that are like interested in filmmaking and acting and stuff? Because I thought that the journey, I want to hear actually about Herbie now that you're this age, like your experience of being in it as a little kid. But before I ask that, I thought it was jobs have come from these shows for me. And on other series, I've heard over and over again, oh, we wouldn't hire them, but they weren't as easy to work with. But we like working with them, so we'll find something for them. But Herbie, I do want to hear your perspective now, because we haven't talked in years. And we spent, 10-hour days together, even though the kids, as I know you're not a child now, I didn't even recognize Herbie. I said, that looks like, I said, that's obvious, it is him, but it couldn't be, because he's huge. But, like,
That's what there.
tell people what it was like as a kid. I mean, you had a certain amount of time that you had to be in school, and a certain amount of time you could be from
Oh yeah, that whole thing. Well, that goes to finish answering the question of like, what did you dread? Well, we lived in Corona. My parents owned an auto repair business in Bellflower. My dad had just bought a home in Corona, which then my pay fell for as a mortgage. Long story short, we moved another 40 miles out, and the exact round trip every day for a year and a half was 100 miles. Oh, it was 200 miles. 100 miles away.
Wait, you went from Corona to Valencia?
Every single day. Yeah. So I woke up at 2 in the morning.
Because I got 4 in the morning. I thought I got a trip.
Yeah, I got up at 2 in the morning to work at 6. So it would take us about 3 hours a day to get there, 3 hours back, plus 9.5 hours worth of work. One of our teachers who was responsible for welfare got fired because we were working for 9.5 hours. We were only allowed by law to work for 8 hours. Oh, did I just say that?
You were working for Savon.
Long story short, that was part of the workday. We were required by law to do 3 hours of school, which we did fit in there, and we got in our work. I gotta say though, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I had a huge dressing room, and I had stand-ins, so I didn't have to stand in there for lighting. I had a big dressing room. I had a bigger dressing room than anybody. Billy, who played Flatbush, he was probably one of the hardest. If he worked right around the corner from set, I can't say who was the hardest worker, but this guy's face would literally peel off from the Flatbush costume. You want to talk about somebody who's dedicated and who was constantly trying to give something more to the show. It was basically him. And he probably had the smallest dressing room, but at the end of the day, he was barely in it. He was always working, so. I was probably in there the most. No, but yeah, those were good times. You had your times which you thought were chaotic, but at the end of the day, like, I have all 10 fingers, all 10 toes, 11 toes, and I'm happy to be alive, healthy. And that's what it's about. It's really about, being around people every day that you love and care about. And that was one of the best things for me. So it really wasn't, bad. That's no pain, no gain. One of the things about being in business is you have to be dedicated, and that's what I do. Anything I do, I make sure to give it 150%. Otherwise, don't try it at all. That's what MOAT stands for: Master of All Trades. I act, photography, anything to do with cars. I can do it. Take a whole car apart, put it back together again. Check me out. Long story short.
And we want to listen. Here's a jar.
Okay, so the Power Series Wild Course, their episode Forever Red. How did you feel when they sort of used the mostly good guy costumes, the Astro Borgs, and your green Beetleborg costume, and you can be okay with them using the Shadow one as generals for King Midas?
I feel the same way you do, man. Why did they use those suits? Shoot. Like billions of dollars.
I was the same way. I was like, because I worked on that. I worked on that episode. I was in the Shadow Board. I was Shadow Board for that. And I remember showing up and they're like, okay, we have these generals and your costumes are weird. And I'm looking at Shadow Board and I'm looking at Green Beetle and I'm like, WTF, man? I was like, what? Yeah, exactly. I abstained from Green Beetle because I was Green Beetle as well. I was and I actually did ask about it, and the closest thing I got to an answer was, well, they're really cool. And it was like, oh, okay. You know, and, at the end of the day, I'm just a soldier, so it's just like, you take your lunch breaks and you go. But that was the closest thing I got to an answer. So why are we using these guys? And they're really cool, so yeah, that was the closest thing I could do to an answer.
I'm just thinking maybe a short of robot-looking ideas.
Cool-looking robot.
Yeah, cool-looking robot.
It's going to use the cyborgs from Star Wars. Everybody agree? Yeah.
Because remember, it has to be like a general, so it has to be cool. But thank you for that.
I just want to say hi to Joe Hackett. What's up?
Hey, real quick, Joe, can you just do something funny for us, man? This is the funniest guy. Like, if you were on set in person, this is an opportunity that you guys might ever have. All of the scenes you have to do, he had to do them on camera alone. No other actor could be there. I don't care if it was Jim Carrey standing next to this man. He cannot do it with a straight face. Nobody can be on camera with his next here. Can you please do the white plastic Beetleborg thing you were doing? Like, oh my god, in person it's just so funny.
May I stand up for this?
Yes, please do. This is amazing.
And this helper.
He remembers this. I swear you're doing this so awesome.
I have a mini blaster. I've got my bonder, because I'm auditioning for the white blaster Beetleborg.
I remember the director. Who was the director for that episode?
That's John Hutch.
John Hutch wanted Joe to go like all out. And all you can hear, I mean, I swear, the building is like it's the same height, about twice the size of this building, and we have the Hillhurst Mansion inside of the building. Okay? We had to step outside of the set because not only could we not be in frame of the camera, we couldn't be close to the boom, the mic either, because we were laughing so hard. So we were outside the set, and all you hear is, "What? Blast the Beetleborgs! We're just dying because we were right there in front of him at first. Like, they had to change the whole scene. They had to bring us out of the frame, and he had to do it by himself. And we could not stop laughing. I couldn't stop laughing. So, Joe, thank you. Thank you for one of the most memorable moments of my show.
Great character acting on that show. It really was fantastic, and really strong actors do their thing. On camera and off, really. Amazing stuff, really.
Should we find a blooper tape? That would be awesome.
What?
A blooper tape. Was that the first season or second season? Second season, yeah, they played bloopers of us, and like anybody can find them. I'm pretty sure somebody out here can probably find it for a weekend.
It won't hurt. It's
There
padded.
was one of us jumping off of the salon.
What about the guys that did their ADR? You want to talk about what ADR is? Chris, Joe, maybe, or John?
Yes. Well, ADR is, we actually are voice actors. You have the suited actors, Jar, for instance. And your character. You did your lucky you. Okay. Yeah, because she was way prettier. So I stepped in to do the voice of bumbling bad guy, the Russian bumbling bad guy, right? This is one of our great friends. He's an excellent guy, excellent. So what we do is that after the scene's been shot, we come in and we do the voice part. We give the body a personality. And that's what ADR is, really, isn't it?
It stands for audio
Oh, I do that.
recording.
Huh?
It stands for audio dialogue recording.
Yes. It's a very, very fancy term for just
Where is
talking when there's no talking. Flapper should be there for that. Where is he, by the way? Yes. Oh, typical. I know what. A new one as opposed to the old one?
Anybody have Flapper's phone number?
You have technology, you use no more.
Flapper in this curve.
Hey Joey, you know the Fro's phone number?
Yeah, I have
You guys can ask us the question, we can ask them for you.
Hey, so guys, I was wondering for the cast and crew of Beetleborgs, did you guys, after the show ended, did you guys keep any of the comic book props?
I'm sorry,
After the show was over, did you guys keep any of the comic book props?
I have it. You have it?
I don't have anything.
well, actually, from
I have it.
the cave set, I pilfered a nice piece of ceramic.
Yeah, I did too. Here's how it went. We got notice they were going to cancel the show. Some people were sad, some people were like, within half a day after the last day of filming, it was completely torn down. When I went back in after I think I was in the last shot of the last season of My Guy, and they were done with our stuff. By the time I went back, got out of the wardrobe, got out of makeup, it was almost half done. They just tore it down. I managed to grab a little statuette in my lair. They had a lot of these little statues. I just grab had all like gooey glue on it, all that kind of stuff. But I mean, they literally had it torn down and nothing flat. And then within a week, I went back to do my ADR for my last episode, and there was another set in there. And I'll tell you what's even crazier is that for a year and a half, I knew the guard, I'd park, I'd pull in, they'd say, hey, what's up? Go in, everybody's just saying, hey, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. When I went back to do my last month at ADR, they wouldn't let me on the lot, and there was 2 people at the front desk, and they didn't know who I was, and they had it secured, they wouldn't even let me go into a normal dressing room, unless they gave me a bag for anything I left in there and said, here you go.
Do you know what they say? Pictures say 1,000 words.
It's fast, though. I mean, you know,
Yeah, that was the
when
same way.
it's over, it is absolutely over. And nobody knows who the hell they are.
Yeah, computer troopers, when they canceled our show, a week later, it was next right, and they immediately moved in.
Yeah, I mean, literally, it was so strange because the guard that was always there, he was sort of like, look at the gate, okay, park. This guy stopped me, he just stuffed me there. You know, and I was like, oh, okay. Alright, cool, whatever.
The reality is we're extremely lucky while we're there, but a lot of other people don't get the chance to really be seen by so many people and love and have great fans like responding to us and saying you changed our lives or you made us laugh or we still think about you 20 years later, you know what I mean? And so the reality is it may just be as crazy, right? Herbie was cool. I could be Herbie's mama.
You're beautiful, I was going to ask you out on a date. Age is nothing but a number, folks. Nothing but a number.
So true. But we are just incredibly lucky to be in that great job with great people, talent everywhere you're looking. Like everything from physical comedy to being able to improvise on the spot, to gorgeousness and athleticism, and just really, whole package for a short time. It's that supernova thing. You burn brightly for a little while, but it's just fun with me for now. You know what I mean? We have to be grateful. And love you guys for having us, supporting us always. Really.
I hope we answered your question.
Thank you guys.
Oh, you broke it. You broke your mind.
Give me a break, sorry, nerds.
Well, I have one question, but since you are in, the first one's for Percy. There was an episode where
A little closer to the mic.
Me or him?
There was an episode where Dark Heart Part 2, where he was trapped with Caitlin, and he was also trapped with JB and you got kissed by Caitlin?
Yeah.
How did that feel? Because I want to know.
That was actually an interesting day. For those who don't know, that was my first kiss ever. Thank you. Yeah, I actually recently saw her. We had a mini VR reunion thing with mostly Cash showed up, and she brought that up to me, and I completely forgot about it. But the day of, she was freaking out because she had kissed me and made just caused so much drama. And I was like, all right, this is possibly going to mine. And there was a scene that was cut out of the episode where I get back to the newspaper office and I tell the story through my eyes, where I show up as Super Percy and I save JB and Caitlin from that because the spikes are coming in and they have to change into VR troopers to rescue me, but I'm away. I keep knowing that they're troopers. And I come in this big Superman outfit and I grab her and I dip her and I kiss her and I save them both, and that was cut out. And it was hysterical. But I mean, the whole time that day, I was floating because I'm like, I get to have an on-screen kiss. And, you know,
I've never had an on-screen kiss.
Aaron,
Are you propositioning me?
Whoa, wait a minute.
There's some cameras rolling right now.
no, but to answer your question,
Yeah,
it was stressful. It was stressful because, you know, I've never kissed anyone before, but it was cool.
Billy Forrest was on the phone, and I just wanted to.
Flapper's on the phone.
I just wanted to. Bill Forrest. So, can you tell us one little piece of adventure of your day as Flapper? Yeah, I want to know something about what it was like to work with the kids and then the monsters. Bill Forrest, we're starting to lose you. Can you just give us one little rev up Elvis?
for the cast and grooms, the cast and master writer. What was it like working with Purvis?
I don't know if you guys know who Purvis is, do you know who's inside the costume? Yeah, it's Bert Troyer, really. So we worked with him for 2 years before he was famous, and he's just an incredible guy. It makes me so happy because he always told me that his dream was to be outside the costume and to act as a regular person. So I'm so happy for him now. But yeah, he was amazing. And I remember he's so blunt. Like Vern was, I mean, like Vern, is it perfect to call you a small person or a midget? What is it? You know, call me a midget. I'm a midget, Candice. And I'm like, no, I don't think that's appropriate. He goes, no, call me what I am. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, well, how tall are you anyways? And he said, you take a skateboard and a standard size skateboard, put it end to end. That's how tall Vern is.
Wow.
And so he's one of the smallest people working in the industry now. And he was the panda in the great panda escape. He went to China, he was in a panda suit. And we used to laugh because we'd eat lunch, and I remember Vern would be walking, there'd be a desk, he'd disappear behind the desk, and he'd come out the other end. So that's how small he is, but he's a good person.
The other thing to know about Vern is that Vern's got game. He's got game. That guy, he's a Trump.
Yeah, he's an acting sense. His acting sense is totally great because I was a second unit director. So second unit director means I focus on the character acting scene, and then production I hire a couple of the legend for the Harris, but his acting and movement was fabulous and always energetic, and also he doesn't say any complaint. He say, okay, Bram, you okay? Your hypnotism on still okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I can keep okay. Keep rolling. Go, BG. And then he's playing, keep acting. He just great. Yeah. I'm proud of him to work. Yeah.
Thank you for your time. One last round of applause for our guest, everybody.